My brothers and sisters who are in Christ, this is Minister Charles Brown from the Doctrinal Institute of Jesus Christ. This particular lesson is on feminist women of the Bible. Feminism is a term that ranges from political movements, ideologies, and social movements that share a common goal. The first feminist woman in the Bible was Eve. Prior to Eve disobeying God's commandment, she was made equal to man when demonstrating political and social movements and ideologies without shame. We know this because Eve made the decision to eat off the tree without consulting Adam. Could this be the reason Adam said, "The woman that you gave me, she gave me the tree and I did eat of it"? In the face of God's commandment, Adam weighed the command of God with the equilibrium God placed on his creation and did eat of the tree. Even though the equilibrium that God gave to mankind was meant for good, Eve exploited this balance for her benefit. This exploitation of the equilibrium that God gave to mankind was demonstrated by Eve's conveyance behavior. Therefore, God cursed her by taking away her feminism to the extent of making her desire be to the man, and that the man should rule over her. Rule in this context means to have dominion or reign. This was a devastating blow to women's conscience because, as we can see today, women have been resisting this curse to this present day. As we know, one way women resist this curse is through their ideology. The usurping of the man authority came by ideology. This was shown by Jezebel. Even though Ahab was the king of Israel, his wife Jezebel ruled the nation. The Bible clearly teaches that the head of the woman is man, and the woman should not usurp the authority of the man. See 1 Corinthians 11th chapter, 3rd verse, and 1 Timothy 2nd chapter, 12th verse. But in Isaiah 1st chapter, 18th verse, it states to reason the matter out. As Isaiah 1st chapter, 18th verse applies to 1 Corinthians 11th chapter, 3rd verse, and 1 Timothy 2nd chapter, 12th verse, if there is no qualified man to teach or head the church, then a woman can teach or head the church. This was demonstrated during the time of the prophetess Deborah. She was the judge of Israel, but because of her knowledge of God, she tried to allow her general Barak to take the headship of the house of God, but he refused. Another way women resist the curse that God put on them is through our social customs. One of those social customs is abortion. Abortion has been interweaved into the fabric of our society to the extent that we think of it as being another medical procedure and is justified by the woman when she states that this is my body. The Bible clearly shows in the examples in Exodus, 1st chapter 15 through 19 verses, and Amos, 1st chapter 13 verses, that God hates this procedure and debunked the saying, this is my body, in 1 Corinthians 3rd chapter 16 through 17 verses, with the idea that you are destroying another temple, which is the fruit of the womb. See Psalms 127 chapter 3rd verses. Feminist women and those who support this corrupt behavior do not understand that this curse God put on woman is for her own sake. The equilibrium that woman enjoyed at the time showed God that her choices dampers the plan that God had for humanity. To this very day, certain people fail to understand that the choices God allowed us to have can become political when embraced by many people. During Adam and Eve time, the political arena was between two ideologies, and Satan ideology won over Adam and Eve ideology. Therefore, feminism was exposed for what it was. Feminism that is advocated by certain people today is demonstrated through rape and sexual assault. This is so because whatever the woman alleges that the man done is taken as truth through this untoward ideology. The Bible attests to this fact in the story of Joseph and Potiphar's wife. See Genesis 39th chapter, 18 verses. Feminism is an evil philosophy or behavior when it is applied to one sex without cause. I thank you for listening, and may God bless you.